Okay, maybe we are in live already. Let's check one more time. Okay, yes, we are in live. Okay, guys, hello everyone. Welcome. Today we are holding our next speech day within closed Discord and Telegram channels of DDAO Hunters with the support of Blockchain Media. So in this intro from me, I'll explain everything how it will be today, so that the participants and viewers understand how it will be. My name is Rick, and I'm a CEO of the DAO Hunters, which is non-custodial multi-platform powered by DAO governance with several internal tools and services. As a part of today's speech, we will see 3 wonderful projects that will share their products on Web3 within 15 minutes. If the project does not fit into provided time, I'll interrupt it. After the presentation, we will ask the projects like 2-3 questions from the community within 5 minutes. And it's really important to be our viewers and be active because the teams have some presents for you. There will be 3 prizes in total for the top 3 questions, so do not hesitate to ask questions. As a result of the pitch day, we will vote in the Telegram channel at the Discord channel for the one best project that will have the opportunity to participate on the DDAO Launchpad platform in the nearest future. So that's it. If the participants have some questions, you can ask. If not, we will begin. We will start our pitch day. Unmute your mics, guys. Are you ready?
Isaiah, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So Zeroweb is the first project, and Hannah will pitch. So guys, Artak and Vladimir, I'll see you later. Okay. And let's start, Hannah. Tell us about Zeroweb. What is it? What is the project about? Like maybe you have some presentation to show us as well.
Hi, everyone.
Okay.
I want to talk not more about the project, but I just want to talk about some 2 things that I noticed and which is in our daily lives. I noticed that people are very lazy. I mean, literally, we are very lazy. We want to rest. But because of it, if we work on some regular job, when we have a salary, when we're just working for someone, we know a security, we probably won't be that efficient. And some task or some job can be done in like 1 week, 2 weeks time. But because we're lazy, if this particular person had a particular task, and with even the payments for this task, and even more with a deadline for this task will be done very efficiently, very fast. Because of it, person knows that I complete this task, I get my salary, and I can get rest. And because of it, the companies like Amazon, I mean, I'm not thinking that because of this particular question, they're starting to cut down all of their workers, and we see a big cut downs all of these years. But they definitely find out that this is a super efficient actually to just hire a person for some particular task, pay them, and don't worry about anything else. And if we see where these freelancers go, if before the internet, we should go in just particular country, in particular city, and we cannot, and if I born in this small city, I cannot find a good job for the big company. With a freelance, with the internet, I can find this job all around the world. I can be in my city in Ukraine, but I can work in someone in New York and get my opportunities to open myself, and my employee will be happy, and I will be happy as well. So if we see all of this, we can ask ourselves that the internet actually has made it possible for the people to work from anywhere, to connect with the clients, with the customers from all around the world. But even the internet itself, there still have some challenges that come with the freelance work. I've been a freelancer whole my life, and I know how important is to get the payments, to get the work done, to find the clients, and Even though the internet has already a very updated version, there is still a few problems that we have and we're facing. So I want to ask, but if we really ask ourselves, then what is the blockchain? And if we really dive into it and into learning this sphere, we find out that blockchain, this is actually a new internet, like a phone that we have in our lives. It needs an update, it needs new version. So there is a blockchain, which is just updated version of the internet we know. And then right now, I just want to share with you the video. I don't know if you haven't seen that yet, but this video is come from 1994. Let me share the screen.
Okay, let's share your video. It's really interesting intro. We've never heard, like, I've never seen intro like this, like you talking today. Please show us the video.
Can you see the screen?
Right now we can see. I shared. You can start.
Okay. This video is from 1994, and this and the Today Show and the people are kind of like well-known people and a host that probably should know everything about new upcoming updates. They're asking themselves, what is the internet?
See, that's what I said. Katie said she thought it was about.
Yeah. Oh.
But I'd never heard it. I'd never heard it said. I'd always seen the mark, but never heard it said. And then it sounded stupid when I said it. Violence at NBC.
I heard you around or about in the lunchroom the other
See,
week.
there it is. Violence at NBC. GE.com. I mean,
Well, Allison should know.
what
do you
is
think about
internet
Allison?
anyway?
Internet is that
Massive computer
right,
network.
the one that's becoming really big now.
What do you mean? That's big. How does one? What do you write to it like mail?
No, a lot of people use it and communicate. I guess they can communicate with NBC writers and producers. Allison, can you explain what internet is?
No, she can't.
So this is the video from 1994. And this is when the internet was just coming. And these famous people like a host that knowing anything, they're learning, they still don't figure it out what internet it is. And they just start to dive into it. So I supposed this kind of speech a few years ago about blockchain. It was the same. People are was asking what is the blockchain, whether is afraid of it, whether is new about it. But now the blockchain is already have more than 300 million registered wallets in it. And it not could be equal in numbers, but it's kind of the same situation with the beginning of the internet, beginning of the .com in 2000, when the people only with a specific knowledge can use the internet. Then it changed to updated internet, and it was Web 2, when people actually can do something with it. They can create some own websites. They can put into info. They can put their own data, creating their own apps. But there's still a problem that we found out. The problem, even though that we create all of this information, it's not really belong to us. And the owner of this particular website or particular app can anytime shut down us, and all of what we created just delete it. So the new people, I saw this opportunity of the updating version of the internet, start to think, what if we create something that it won't belongs to one person and it belongs to other people? And this is how blockchain becomes, this is how the Web3 becomes, decentralized internet, when nobody actually owns their own, nobody owns particular thing, and no one can delete some data of what you posting or you posting. So this is what the Web3 is, just new updated internet. And now after this updated version is live, the creators start to build something on it. And this is how we have cryptocurrency. Yeah, cryptocurrency, just one of the use cases of the using this new updated internet. There is a data savers, there is a browsers. You know, there is a browser break that don't actually give up your data to anyone and only you can have it. You can, of course, give permission and earn from it, but there is a new type of internet, right? There is a updated internet which uses this blockchain technology. Then there is a social media on the blockchains. Then nobody can delete your post, or everything is connected. And there is even governance start to connect into this new internet and starting to share and build something on it, so it will be more convenience. And now, when we was in the Silicon Valley in a Draper University, I met like almost every founder right now of traditional business and non-traditional business are thinking and already doing this to shift in their traditional business into the new updated internet, into the blockchain, because they understand the importance of it. They find it's very convenient. So with all of this intention, I'm sure there's only a few years that all of these traditional companies from the Web 2 will update and shift into the new types of internet blockchain. So on people, consumers will be there as well. Now, if we ask ourselves, if we want to spread out one niche, one specific sphere, if we want something become very popular, we should start from some particular people to let it be very popular, right? And the internet was actually starting from porno and from gambling. And yes, it is. The porno and gambling, there is a tease, most popular things why people are using internet. But the third biggest consumers of the internet is the people who is looking for the opportunity there, who is find their jobs. And especially it started even more popular after the COVID. So the COVID was like the shifting all of these people to the internet to looking for the opportunities. Then is the Ukrainian war started. Then it's just economic, I mean, it's not collapse, but we get in there, right? If we even don't like this. So and all of these are start moving us into the blockchain even faster than we was thinking of. Now, more and more huge companies are cutting down, but they're not just cutting down, they're still finding new employees, yes, and they're hiring freelancers because they found out it's going to be more efficient for them, more fast, cheaper. They just giving them particular task, they pay for this particular task, and that's all. They don't need to worry about anything else. So the blockchain go rapidly as many of these companies are moving into the blockchain. The freelancers are also moving into this because they need to find opportunities and jobs. And if 2 years ago, we was creating a blockchain projects, and we find really harder to find the people who really understand the technology, or at least have a wallet so they can receive payments for us. Now, more and more people are start asking me about like, Hannah, I want to find some job in the blockchain. I already know how it works, but it's a designer. Just don't think about this as just a coding, no. And then more and more companies, because all of my coworkers, colleagues, and traditional startuppers starts to asking me, because they know that I'm in Sphere, Anna, we're moving into blockchain, we're looking for these freelancers. So I'm a person who believes in the hints. And it's like I got so many messages from the people who wants to find jobs in the blockchain. Then I have the same amount of founders who wants to move into blockchain and looking for these freelancers. I think there should be a big hint from the God that I should do something with it. And by that time, we already created 5 blockchain projects. So we was thinking to create something new, but more long-term, and not just create that we want to create, but something that people are needed. Yeah, like as a businesswoman, we also grow. If in the beginning we want to, like the young people want to create something that only we like, then you understand that if you want your business grow, you need to create something that people needs. So when I have these needs from all around the world, we decided to create the Zeroweb. The Zeroweb is the platform, the crowdsourcing task platform, which is going to be for the freelancers who is looking the opportunities in the blockchain space, and for all the blockchain projects who are looking for the freelancers for particular task. And when I'm talking the blockchain, I'm just using this word, but it's just let's say in the few years, it's just going to be the name of like internet, right? So freelancers are looking for the opportunities, workers are finding freelancers. And when I'm talking about the task is going to be not just a coding task, but as this sphere are moving, this kind of actually the same environment the traditional companies has. And there's a task like make pictures, we need designers, we need some writers, we need some translators. So this is just the same amount of work that just for you to understand more what it's about. And what kind of task it could be, like make a picture for me, or write a post, or find me a host in Barcelona. I have an event there, so I need someone there, or find me a company manager, or help me to test something, or even the task that it can be given to 400 people in the same time. So, or let's say like some game come in and they need testers, so they can put a task on it, like I need 400 testers in the same time to download my game and test this product out. This is what Zeroweb is, just a hub that connects the freelancers and connects the companies.
So show us maybe some like application if you have, or something like a MVP. It's a really long intro for all of these things. I think this is maybe really can be fit for some conference, like big conference, when you can talk. But tell us about your project. What is, in the 2 words, what is it? If you have something like show us, you can show.
Yeah, I just shared the screen. Can you see?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry. Let's go.
So there is a website.
Yes, only 1 minute because we don't have too much time, okay?
Yeah, and this is just the most important part. So this is going to be actually one of the tasks given. So there is a task, there is a slots, where let's say 100 people need participating in this task. There is an ending, game task, and how much people will be paid for particular participate in this task. Basically, I can open the app and it's going to be just the task that people are participating and getting paid for that. But most important, I already showed. It's very simple to traditional, what you think, like task websites. This is just the website in the button.
This is just like a crew, or what is it? Do you know crew?
This is not like it is like the concept is the same with the crew tree, but the crew tree are giving people just like some hopes that they will get something, but we are paying for the task. So it's more like crew is more like a page. It's more like a checking what people did or not did, if the fans of the project or not. But we actually just the website where people are getting the task, completing them, and get paid.
Okay, people on the platform who is like using it like freelancers, they can fulfill all the tasks for the upcoming projects. Am I right? Something like that.
Not only upcoming, it could be any like right now, if you go to some, I don't know, Upwork or Fiverr. Fiverr is going to be better example. If you go to the Fiverr, you just find some task, complete this, get paid, and that's all. This is going to be just the same, but in the blockchain.
Okay.
Or blockchain projects, I mean.
Okay, so you need so let's say, because we don't have too much like questions today, I will ask, because maybe of the intro. Do you have a token currently, or how the system is working?
We don't have a token right now yet. We're on the development stage. We're soon gonna have the first task.
Okay,
that
but
gonna
you will
be on the website.
for the customers using your token, right?
No, the customers will be the customers, freelancers will be paid by the project. We're just the platform that take the cuts. It's just the same with the Fiverr and Upwork. So we take a commission. We will have a token in the future, but for now there is no need on it.
Okay, nice, good. What is the percent of the charge? I mean,
We
how
take
much
30% of commission.
How much?
Just same as any other. We didn't invent this commission. Yeah.
Okay, you said how much?
30%.
Okay, good. Thank you, Hannah, for your special pitch. Yeah, so let's go to another project. It will be Vladimir with Aspis. Thanks, Hannah, again. I'll see you. And where's Vladimir? He's here. So the next project is Aspis. Am I right? Am I pronouncing it right? Aspis.
Yeah. So the name of the project is.
Tell me first, do you have this intro like this one?
No, but I really enjoyed like listening about the technology in blockchain. This is really important. So it depends on the audience. So I think that if people are not familiar really with the technology, then it's really cool to have like this. So let me present. Can I turn on my screen sharing?
Good. You need to accept before sharing. So okay, yes, I see. Now I can share it. Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yep, I see.
Nice. Hello everyone. I'm Vladimir. I'm founder of Aspis Protocol, to be honest. So we are doing the new era of collective asset management, and let me explain what does it mean. So first of all, if you're doing business with someone right now, you have the contract, and basic landscape for having this contract between the investor and the manager right now requires legal team, bank, custody, accounting routine, paperwork, and litigation, like everything which blockchain is fighting with. So currently, if you want to do business with someone or open legal entity or in some scenarios a fund, it's expensive because you need to pay to the legal officers, you need to pay monthly operational costs, you need to pay for your bank account, you need to pay for the paperwork litigation. And if something goes wrong, for example, manager wanted to buy himself a Lamborghini or something like that, so the only thing you can do is backward after the crime. Basically, you can file a lawsuit, and sometimes in case of empty gox like FTX and Free Arrows Capital, it can take like 10 years or who knows how much to get your funds back. You may die before you'll get your funds. So, and there is like, I don't know, the new technology, which is smart contracts, right? And the difference between the contracts and the smart contract is that the contracts are smart, and instead of going with the papers and hiring the legal officers and fighting in the court, which doesn't make any sense, you can prevent the fraud in the first place, but not by not allowing manager to actually buy himself a Lamborghini. So this is basically what we do. So we created this set of smart contracts that help to manage the relationship between the investor and the manager. So comparing to this, you don't have and don't need all this because you don't need to go to the court. So you have the strict term sheet where you can code the agreement between you and the investor. Actually, we're starting with the pre-coded template for the asset management fund. So this is affordable setup. We can automate it and with on-chain protection. So that means that it's not registered anywhere. It's on-chain and like 100% uptime. So how does it look like? So if we go like step by step, so the platform consists of two things. The first one is the protocol of an open source set of smart contracts. And on top of that, we have the interface. Interface looks like investment marketplace. The good news is that we very, how can I say, very secure. We don't have our own backend. So we using the subgraph, which handles 100% of our data and syncing it on chain. So that means that everything you'll see on your screen comes directly from the chain. And you know that the most weak point in the cybersecurity point of view on the application, on the centralized application, is the centralized architecture and the backend. Because you can hack it, you can replace numbers, for example, and bad fund may look as a good one, or they'll be like much higher APY, so you can sign some transaction and lose all your funds. So here how it looks like. So first you go to the platform, you have the investment marketplace. I'll show you the MVP later. So here, if you want to choose like the fund which you like in terms of the performance of the APY, you can see the terms. Terms include like all major components, like in the term sheet, which you sign on the when you're joining the investment fund. And here, like you have your dashboard where you can participate in the voting. And this is not bullshit snapshot voting. So this is like real voting. So here you vote for the transactions, you can approve new changes, you can approve new investors and so on, which is different for a manager and the LP, but LP still can vote. And here, like more sophisticated view, like of the cabinet of a user. So let's go next. So how we make money, we currently have like two types of the main, let's say, business models. So first one is one of charges and subscription for custom API, or if you want to build in your information about your fund, or additional models which can be bought directly from our dev shop, and faster support. Or you can share with us your success, so we can take performance fee like Launchpad, or we also have our own OTC market trading fee, which you also will pay for us, or liquidation fee. We have a really big market. So we start with Web3 native asset management with current investment DAOs, as well as traders migrating from Texas to Dexes, which basically can help have, instead of sharing Binance API key with the trader you want to trust your money on, it's good that you can do it on decentralized platform, because right now there is a big migration from the Texas since the FTX and other unreliable platforms, and people still like understood that if there is not their key, that there is not their funds. So this is the rationale behind that. And so after that, we'll go to overall decentralized crypto market, and the third one will be like general, when the DeFi will change the world economy, and instead of absurd legal entities, we will have working on chain, and like you storing your crypto on your own wallet, the same way you can have your shares of your company on chain linked directly to the bank account of this company, like DAO smart contract, and giving you voting powers. So regarding our traction, we've been recently incubated by BNB Chain, and we won some prizes on hackathons, as well as we are part of the Startup with Chaining program. We already have more than 500 NFTs minted for the early access of the platform, and with more than 2,000 developers that's registered to try out our platform. So here's the roadmap. And here are like small details about our team. So we working together like for the last 2 years. So we started the crypto exchange. After that, we went to the marketing agency. We help projects with the fundraise, and we see like how everything sucks into the Web3 during the last year. All these rug pulls, all these scams, all these shit tokens. And yeah, so we came from corporate finance as well as management consulting, top tier. And we have really good developers. So I think that we're really capable of doing that. And let me show you what we built so far. So here you go to the platform. You see like all these DAOs. It's not so beautiful since it's MVP like on the screenshot I showed, but let's see, we try hard. And here you choose the entity type. There will be fund and project. Right now, only fund is available. So this is the only metadata which is stored on our website, which is links, the DAO name and token name. Token name LP, like Uniswap token, because this is technical token for each DAO, which is minted on each deposit and can be burned to get back liquidity. So here you fill on the main parameters like capital, and these all like variables on the smart contract. So capital onboarding, like fundraising target, duration, fundraising phase, like if refund, if target isn't reached, when it start, base currency, deposit limits, who can deposit. For example, if you want to do KYC on your users, tokens available for depositing, like token lockup period to protect yourself from arbitrageurs and flash loans, which can wash your liquidity. Capital offboarding rules like withdrawal windows. This is needed for rebalancing of the capital. So for example, you can withdraw capital every 3 days, every first 3 days of the quarter. Rage quit fine, which you pay if you withdraw out of this window, but this fine is applied, so you have no motivation to early redemption of your capital. Transaction delay, which is needed to delay the execution of the voting decision, because people still need to be able to rage quit and safety measures. Fees commission comes to the portfolio manager, and voting, how decision being made, like quorum, minimum approval, and so on. Here you can choose who is the investment manager. In this case, this is me. And also, this is very interesting. This is security measure. This is wallets allow listed for investment. So you can insert the pairs of Uniswap, like USDC, ETH, for example, and others. And these pairs, a manager will be able to do flips without asking the permission of the investors. However, he can update this list into the future. And this is like safety training strategy. And also, he can do ad hoc transaction. That means that he can do one-time transaction to like some wallet, but only after the voting if the investor will approve. So you can still use it for daily trading as well as for, let's say, private sales and other VC type of the investment. And also this interesting ability to change the investment manager. If I will turn it on, that means that I can be fired and community can have another leader. This is the spending limits. I can limit the monthly withdrawal from the DAO balance. And I assigned the initial price of the first LP token. Let's see, I created the DAO. It is here. And let's see how it looks like. So if I'm going to see like the details, there'll be chart that will be more beautiful. And you can see portfolio description, like transaction history of this DAO, fund manager, like funding target. And if you like this performance, for example, you can see the detailed term sheet. So you can see like capital onboarding, offboarding rules, and everything that we feel so far is visible for the investor. And I really put the emphasis here that it's seen directly from the chain, because this is important. So this data cannot be substituted, so investor cannot be scammed. So here we're making the deposit, and here it is. We minted some tokens. And these tokens give me the ownership of this DAO. This is technical token. So this is not bullshit token. So this is linked and giving the voting power as well as liquidity. So I'm the manager, and I want, for example, we already have some assets. So let's do the swap from the DAO. And I'm, as a manager, I put the trading pair into the whitelist, as you see. And I want to do the swap, and I want to like put some uni tokens, for example, on the balance. That's how I do it. So I just connect it into my Frame wallet, which is like open source MetaMask. Right now, we also have the wallet connect, so you can do swaps directly from our interface. And here I'm making transaction not from my wallet, but from the DAO wallet, and we will see it in a minute. So this is how it is. It didn't update it yet. Here I also creating the proposal. And I can burn these LP tokens to get out of this DAO. So this is how it is. I also, if I have some time, I'd like to talk about the roadmap. So we are launching the trading competition in coming weeks. Like we will announce it in 10 days. And we're choosing the best 5 to 10 portfolio managers. You will have like 1,000 virtual balance on the exchange. And you can trade and have your own portfolio. And the best portfolios, we will give them liquidity, and we'll basically hire them as traders. And they will manage portfolio with our capital and to show the capabilities of the platform. As well as we have the agreements with 10 traders who will start using our platform when it will be launched. I think that the estimated time of launch in 1 month. So in 2 weeks, we're having the trading competition. This will be like 2 weeks more. We will see your performance, and in a month you will be trading real money, and we welcome to the future of asset management.
Right.
And thank you. I finished.
Yeah, cool. So these all things, the features that you mentioned in your presentation, when they will be implemented in the mainnet.
They are already. So they are right now. We live on for the closed alpha testers. We live on Gurley and Mumbai and BSC testnet. So and we are launching on these 3 mainnets in coming month. I mean, it's always like a couple of weeks before the start, but we already have like more than 400 like crunched bugs and tasks in Jira. So it's instead of like 3 months MVP development, and it took us like more than 1 year.
Okay. Interesting question every time coming from us. Have you found it? Did you receive some funds from some VCs?
You want? Not really. So the market is hard, and I mean, this is like we doing better right now because we shown some traction. But when we started, we wanted to fundraise with just Figma prototype, and it didn't work. So, but right now we hope that it will be better. And the good news for us is that the valuation will be better. And yeah, so I mean, a lot of people are saying that this is like legal entity works, like because people are afraid of like putting in jail and things like that. So how will I like feel as a fund manager if I will not like pay taxes or something like that? I mean, I think that this is the future, right? So like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you cannot create like new currency. So this like a lot of risk, right? And I think that the problem with the current VC is that they a lot of focused on making like delivery like 1 second faster or something that they can understand and move from one market to another. So, and right now the also the interest rate, like base rate is 5%, and that means that you need to have like really big confidence in terms of risk reward to the startups, and they become more risk averse. And so, but I mean, we're doing fine, so we are surviving with thriving. And yeah, so right now we're raising. If someone is interested, happy to talk.
Okay. And one last question from me. You said you're not custodial, like DAO marketplace or something. You're not custodial for first, right?
No, we don't have any access. So we have the parent smart contract, like, and this every DAO has its separate contract. The only thing we can do is we can liquidate DAO manually, but we're not having access to the assets. So that means that investors will be able to take their money out, but manager will not be able to do any transaction with this DAO. But we do not have any asset, and we don't store any. Like,
I mean, you're talking about like trading show, something like that, when traders will manage assets from DAO.
No, this is like, for example, right now, you have, if you do like proprietary trading, so if you use your client's funds for the trading, so that means that, for example, you go to Binance as an investor, you put your money to your Binance account, and you give API to the trader. And trader is able to do the operation with your capital, and the Binance becomes the guarantee that your funds will not be withdrawn from the exchange. So we thought that, okay, so why do we need exchange in the first place? So you can put your money on a separate smart contract, and the manager and the investor have their own interfaces to interact with this smart contract. So investor putting money inside, and the manager, with the mechanics that you have seen, is able to use this capital, but not to withdraw to his personal wallet, of course, but to do the swaps on these whitelisted platforms that he put like into his trading strategy. So he can have like all these trading pairs and assets. He's able to like use in DeFi lending protocols, in Uniswap, in like these DEX platforms, and he will be only able to use this platform. And also he can update this with the voting. So for example, even LP can vote to add like some new assets, so manager will be able to interact with it. This is not bad. And also there is a possibility of sharing deal flow. And the good thing is that, for example, if you're the fund, it's good to have fund of funds. So the diversification will be really great because, for example, instead of investing your like $1,000 into one asset, you can invest in a fund, and this fund can also have the LPs of other funds. That creates like almost infinite diversification for you.
All right, I got it. Thanks for the explanation, Vladimir. I think that's it. It's pretty much, yes, enough for the project. We will go to another one. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, so the next, I'm going to remove you from this presentation and our talk. Please unmute your mic before starting talking.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay, the next project name is PetoBots, am I right?
PetoBots, yeah, PetoBots.
All right, okay, so tell us about a little bit about the project or track.
You know, I share the screen. Can you please?
Yeah, sure. Sorry. Already did.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
We can see it.
Yeah, great. So firstly, thanks for the invite. My name is Artak, and it's PetoBots. I'm project lead of PetoBots, and today I will tell you why several mini games should become the most popular GameFi project in the space. So let's start. We have PvP mini games And mostly people play GameFi games, play to earn games to earn some money, and mostly founders think that it's a problem. But we found an advantage in this, because we develop very classic mini games, very classic and popular mini games. We provide high quality art for that, and we add betting mechanic. We trying to do a very greedy game that would be easy to play, that will be very interesting and will be very attractive. We try to attract emotions from our players and community using our PvP games, using our NFTs and our competitive style of the game. So we created PvPs like profile pictures for Twitter and Discord that are very popular now. And the art, you can find such art on any marketplace, on Magic Eden or on OpenSea. It's very unique and it's very beautiful. We add an breeding and staking mechanic for our NFTs, so people can cooperate with another players, breed new NFTs and play a game with it. Currently, we have 3 mini games under the development. First will be available in February. I think in the end of February or in the early March. The first game will be a gladiator game when people could protect their NFT and attack another one. I think one game will be in average 7 minutes, so people could play a lot of games in a short term. Currently, there is also 2 games in development. It's like something like price prediction. And the second one is rock, paper, scissors. It's a very popular game. We modify it, of course. And this game could be used to do a PvP battles and earn PetoBots that could be converted in fiat money. So let's look on stake and breeding mechanic. Every PetoBot, there are a lot of types of PetoBots. For example, you can see here all, but there are a lot of types. So every PetoBot could be get from a loot box, and you get blue or red PetoBot, like trigger or host, and you need to breed blue one with red one to get a green one, which will be available for play. The green one could be used in the game, and it could become a very big advantage to find a person who have the blue or the red one to breed your NFT with him. Or you need to buy the second one from the marketplace if you haven't it. In another case, you can use one of your first game PetoBot to stake PetoBots, which would be used to bet in the game or to breed the PetoBots. Currently, we raised pre-seed stage. We've done our NFT collection design, and we built our core community on Solana blockchain. We've done a lot of high-tier collaborations with good NFT collections, and now we're starting our next stage. We do a mint of alpha passes in the end of January. It will be available on a big launch pad. After it, we will provide our alpha game launch, and then there will be first in-game NFT mint. So our team is in crypto, in Web3 space for a long time. For example, me working in GameFi space for 2 years, and our team worked together more than for a year. I worked with some of the people for more than 2 years. PetoBots is developing by Yard Hub Venture Studio, so it's also our pre-seed investor. Here you can see our tokenomics. We're doing a deflationary model of our token. PBOT could be get from staking or from the second market, from the DEXs in the future. Currently, it's not available. We will do the TGA or listing on the DEX when we will launch our first loot boxes mint. It will be in May, I think. So currently, people can only use their PBOTs to do bets and to breed their NFTs on the next stage. We think a lot about how to do a private round now because the market isn't good, and we found an interesting solution of it. We found an interesting offer for private investors. So currently we provide 525,000 PBOTs for $105,000. And in June, there will be our first NFT mint. It will be available for $250 or for 250 PBOTs. And the 90% of PBOTs supply will be available only for private investors. So there will be 50% unlock of their investments, and you can calculate what could be their revenue from it. And the other 50% will be unlocked in August before the third mint of loot boxes. So we thought it's a very interesting opportunity for investors, and it's not like average private round. So here are official links and my contacts also. If it will be interesting for you, you can contact me by email or in Telegram.
Nice. Okay. This is the end, right? The end of the presentation?
Yeah.
Okay, it's good. So I have several questions from our community. The first question is how we can get NFT mint or buy on the marketplace. If mint, so what will be the price? Several questions in one.
It depends from the NFT, because currently we don't have NFTs. The first NFT mint will be in the end of January, and it would be a free mint. It would be a free mint of alpha passes that will give opportunity to play our alpha game, not for tokens on the how it is.
Okay.
Not on mainnet, on testnet, yeah, to play the game on testnet, yeah, and it would give opportunity to have whitelists for all other our NFT sales, and to won in-game NFT assets in raffles.
All right.
So it would be a free mint, and of course we will give whitelists for your community. Rick?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, interrupted the connection. Sorry, you can continue to talk about the NFT.
Yeah, you could find more info on our Twitter or in our Discord. Yeah, today we're starting to obtain whitelists on Mercury. It's like a tool on Solana blockchain.
Oh, on Solana blockchain, really?
Yeah. We create our...
You don't afraid about like FAT, and so a lot of projects they coming from Solana to another blockchains.
We create a multi-chain game with multi-chain tokens. We start building our community on Solana and do the first NFT sale on Solana. It's not a sale; it's free mint. Yeah, we give people free NFTs that could be used in the game, that could give them opportunity to win in the raffles real game assets. So it's a free thing. Yeah, our game is developing on Polygon now, and we also have, and we, I don't know, should I introduce that interesting partnership? But there could be interesting partnership between us, Polygon, and Magic Eden. If you know, Polygon is live on Magic Eden now. So I talked about it first time. Nobody know about it. It's not on the end, but we negotiate about this opportunity.
Okay, nice. I love the design. I love the Pluto games, like a niche. But as I've seen from previous pivots that we have, like a step-in, like GNFT or something like that, a lot of tokenomics just crashed. So it will be interesting for us to dive like deeply more about the project to see how your tokenomics exactly works. Yeah, but I think we will talk about this in the next time, because we already talked too much for today. It's already like 52 minutes. I have one question. I think like maybe from our community, we have one more question. I will choose, just give me some time. Yes. So, so one question: free mint for anybody or just for investors? You talk about the Gleam, right?
No. Free mint is for our community. Now we will give whitelist for your community. Yeah, yes. we will give, because mint will be possible only for whitelist community. Currently, we have about 1,000 whitelist community, and we will give also spots for your community, so they could mint it for free.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not for investors; it's for our community.
Sure, that should be first for community. One last question is about breeding. So when we breed two NFTs, one, we breed them, they will just burn out.
Disappear? Or... No, not. When you got red one and blue one,
yes.
Firstly, only option is to breed them. You can't stay exam before you don't breed any green PetoBot. So you breed them. You need to wait about 45 days to get your green one.
Okay.
After you get it, you can use them to breed it one more, but the mechanic become more difficult. So it's not every time you will get the green one, because you can wait and you can get any result from it. In another case, you can use your red, blue, or together to stake PetoBots.
Or just like a probability, like you have some percent to get green or red or purple or something like that.
Yeah, and every time it become more difficult to breed the in-game asset. Yeah.
Okay. So when are you gonna launch? At what time? You have already prepared? You have the MVP done, or you are just currently in developing?
We are currently in developing. We will launch our alpha version in the end of February or early March. In these days, and the beta version will be live in April. I think in April it will be live.
All right, I got it. Artak, thank you so much for the pitch for the PetoBots. I think that's it. I'll see you. And yes, thank you so much. So guys, after this pitch day, we will make some voting in our closed Telegram and also Discord account. So please go in and vote for the best project, which will have opportunity to be launched on our DDAO Havernance Launchpad platform. For today, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.